4, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
And we're going to begin tonight with some breaking news out of Anderson County.
The coroner says a 5-month-old boy has died inside a home in Anderson County. WYFF News 4's Liz Loheis has the latest from the scene.
We know what happened here on Hudgens Road. You can see behind me investigators are still on the scene talking to those who were home at the time. The coroner says the baby's father told him he was sleeping in bed with his son, and when he woke up, he found the baby unresponsive. Investigators do not suspect foul play. Now, an autopsy is planned for tomorrow to determine the exact cause of death. Again, the coroner does not suspect foul play. We'll continue to follow this story both on air and online. Liz Loheis, WYFF News 4 in Anderson County.
Liz, thank you. Breaking news out of Greenville tonight. Greenville police are investigating a serious motorcycle accident. This is video from Sky 4. Police say the accident happened on Airport Road near the downtown airport.
Yeah, we brought you this at 5 o'clock. We're told the rider hit the guardrail there after losing control of the bike. His condition still not known. For the latest on this breaking news, stay with WYFF News 4 and WYFF4.com online.
South Carolina will join 16 other states in suing the federal government's recent actions on immigration.
Governor Nikki Haley and Attorney General Alan Wilson announced the states plan to join the lawsuit this afternoon. It was back on November 20th. President Barack Obama issued the executive order that would shield as many as 5 million undocumented immigrants from deportation. The lawsuit alleges this move violates the U.S. Constitution. Governor Haley says the president's order will end up hurting the state.
The problem this does to South Carolina is this causes direct harm to the state of South Carolina. This is a cost. We will now have to take on the cost of additional immigrants that come here. It is the cost of what is already here when you turn around and you say you're not going to deport them. Not deporting these citizens is going to cost the state money.
The lawsuit is asking the court to require the president to go through Congress before enforcing laws or taking any action. Well, a Greer woman says the man who brutally raped her elderly mother 23 years ago will admit to the crime in a Spartanburg courtroom tomorrow.
WYFF News 4's Ashley Swan is here with the delayed justice the family calls bittersweet.
Bittersweet, Carol and Michael, because the man has spent the last decade on death row, and the family believes this is a plea deal that will ultimately spare his life. Doris Hughes' 83-year-old mother, Eloise, was raped in 1991, with Doris's young daughter tied up just feet away. DNA evidence eventually linked the crime to Frederick Antonio Evans, who was sentenced to death in 2004 for the murder and rape of a Spartanburg County woman. 7th Circuit solicitor Barry Barnett told us last year that Evans wouldn't be charged for the 91 rape case because of that prior conviction. But according to the Hughes family, Evans recently won an appeal to have the sentencing portion of his case overturned. They are now expecting him to plead guilty to the rape in exchange for life behind bars.
He's going to admit that he was the one that tied my daughter up and he raped my mama. But I made Mama promise that I would find him, and that I did.
We reached out to Solicitor Barnett, but a representative says they cannot comment on pending cases. Evans is expected to be in court tomorrow morning. We will be there and we'll let you know what happens. Carol, Michael.
All right, Ashley, thank you. Well, it was a high-profile case of an alleged puppy mill in Anderson County, but that case has now been dismissed over documents the defense attorney says he never got.
WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither was live and local in Anderson County. Mandy, the sheriff's office is now trying to get this case reinstated.
Right, this motion was filed this morning to try and get this case going again. Still no word tonight on a decision from the judge.
It was a case that helped change a law regarding alleged puppy mills in Anderson County. But now that case against Donald Black has been dismissed by Judge Nancy Devine. In court, Black's attorney, Donald Smith, says he wasn't given all the documents from the county that he's entitled to under the law.
I believe it's necessary that I have all the information related to the dogs so that I can provide the best defense for Mr. Black.
Black was accused of mistreating more than 150 animals seized from his home in Star. At that time, Black signed over the animals to the county. His attorney says documents on how the county benefited from that is what he's missing. But Anderson County Sheriff John Skipper says they've turned over the entire file to Smith and showed WYFF News 4 the receipt signed by Smith's secretary.
This is a big case, and this person needs to be prosecuted and be prosecuted to the fullest, and that's why we did the case to start with.
while Smith says the missing documents might have provided what he called the motive for why the county seized the animals. Sheriff Skipper says that documentation regarding the animals is not part of the evidence in Black's criminal case. And I did try to get in touch with Judge Devine today. My call has not yet been returned. I also gave a call to County Administrator Rusty Burns, and he told me that he hasn't had an opportunity to review what Smith is alleging is missing. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live in Anderson County.
Mandy, thank you. Mostly misty day, kind of gray out there. WYFF News 4 Chief Meteorologist John Cessarich is here. And John, how is the rest of the week shaping up?
You know, I think that probably tomorrow we'll see the same thing as we saw during the day today, Carol. I think we'll start off with probably morning cloudiness and areas of dense fog. Could get down to less to a quarter of a mile, so watch out for that. Maybe some drizzle tomorrow morning. That's also late tonight and tomorrow morning. And then the clouds will break up a little bit, just like they did this afternoon, where we warmed up nicely. We had that northeasterly breeze overnight last night through this morning. We were wedged in with the low clouds and the fog and the drizzle. And then the wind shifted as expected out of the southwest, and we warmed up into the 60s as expected, with mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies. Now, as you can see, temperatures slowly starting to cool down a little bit, and some showers right along the North Carolina and Tennessee line. That's going to continue at least through this evening. Otherwise, 50s and low 60s still outside right now. Then a storm system comes in just in time for the weekend. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. Now back to you, Michael.
We're right here, John. Thanks for that. A longtime business in downtown Greenville still faces eviction tonight, but today did at least get a reprieve. WYFF News 4's Myra Ruiz is live and local in downtown Greenville tonight. Myra?
We're outside the Greenville County Courthouse where a hearing took place earlier today for Ayers Leather Shop. A developer wants that longtime business to leave its current location and make room for what he calls a lucrative tenant.
And in those agreements, no negotiation about Ayers Leather Shop Inc. remaining in the space.
Frank Wisnant is an investor who signed an agreement with Ayers Properties in exchange for a loan to help out with debt. Ayers Properties gave him full control of future development of the building. The 6,000 square foot property sits on the corner of North Main and East North Streets. Ayers Leather Shop has been at this location since 1974, and the family-owned business has been in downtown Greenville for 64 years. Wisnant says he found a new tenant for the building and wants Ayers Leather to move out.
He's saying that the Ayers Leather Shop has nothing to do with the development of the building and that we need to get out of his way so he can proceed.
Ayers Leather Shop is owned by Deb Ayers. Ayers Properties is owned by Deb's mother, Charlotte Ayers. Again, the development agreement is between Frank Wisnant and Ayers Properties. Now, Wisnant's attorneys asked the judge to make the leather shop pay rent until it is evicted. Now, the judge has not yet made a decision, and that is it's not so clear when that could come. He still has to consider information from both sides before he decides whether to evict Ayers Leather Shop. Myra Ruiz, WYFF News 4, live in Greenville.